That issue be anyhow. Yeah. It's quite unfortunate. See,
exactly. 75 no tron Sunday.
Say
over now I'm going to 75.
It's quite unfortunate, but then we are good to go. Okay. Sir, Poba is back end. BBR said I feel now picky in terms of fitness.
No match.
When you match. Last weekend
I can't wait for his first game.
Yes, last weekend he was supposed to play, but due to the dynamics of the game, you know, now coach in the first say and he play yes, a play free injury move bad here. A difficult so be risking and so on conclusive Juventus at that time. So I likely say Nyambo China Juventus Coppa Italia na ebono ebia na poba enya some few minutes. So we are okay. Why legend? We are fine.
Bravo.
Enti no me I say me a bit under the weather intimate headlines but me interested in two wahanomo. One status review committee for adwuma na omayeno and recommendations na omayeno na afin so no yesi esco no so Asia regional RFs no RFs no chairman no enti ye bana kwanya bemu a na yeso kakra pese kan fa ho no na yakanya fa ho
Jack
Zozo and it was an interesting deadline day.
Agreement is Sabesa.
Yeah, Master Sabesa. Very I did I'm a football.
And then buy Alan. Oh, the Bajas are keen to Baba. Can no mark about it. I do. Oh, number saying Assat. There's always the team having a balance. Hey, Baba's Manchester. I can ask him. Oh, there be Assat and Rano. Na tamani upon na Erickson yamfane na update
nyambae so midday na United update by say he be out for 3 to 4 months.
Okay,
so this is in the air corner. You can't yes
now say Fred Bob
yes
Matt with Fred the crab
no is there obobo but you still need a squad depth
so no or better actually
no he's coming to play you play. Who say?
Why that Fred?
Who say? What do you think? Because I may come. Sabisa samu because you are a fan.
No meaning I know
Bundesliga.
Only said me were issues with the way he plays in the music press and bomb.
No, he's also opa.
Ah, but he's not that fast. Once they say mo born here America womb. Well, what's the idea? You are America womb. You want to Rashford more pentem?
Yeah.
Any idea?
No, it's a Rashford more type of player. No. He's the type of midfielder that also help them.
Okay. And
this is Sabesta against Manchester United. Who's a Champions League last for no United who will be guy and JBR said 3-0. I will move one. So partner pass. Yes. He's a fine for that. Who the only pass
in Bini.
He's a fine for that. On the ball, he's a very good passer of the ball. Who's an answer? The Premier League no ama be brinano she dem follow the other leagues no
go follow pa
so but the problem he is facing about is about you know say Kimechi ne Leon Goretzka no empire umbo
no but they are better than him yes no say empire mo omo ya dey
yeah no but tell him say bona Sabesta ebo no me Leon Goretzka I've known the Leon Goretzka since Sabesta be bria I was say the biano
na Leon Goretzka na we ya no pay again na
on gempe on yempe so enti United have brought in a fine midfielder who are on yes bia or ba betra keke but he's coming to compete and play. 2 our European experience because Champions League ni enyama enya no on Leipzig abako group semi final do. So ono Manchester Sabista no he has champion no he is the main midfielder in that midfield that team na next man and the compete ko semi final of the Champions League no eti onya just a frank player keke da bi. So we are bringing in a midfielder who is coming to or Ababo is coming to complement the effort of Casemiro, Bruno and the other guys for no I think I say about United scouts na baso because see fine mo fa so
Enzo Fernandez
dabi
o be fa Sabesta sa
say Enzo yan independent Sabesta you see Enzo is upcoming ade ba kwa football am
upcoming any day
afa na oba
yeah can name ball out
of establish and then was saying is established the then Enzo aye
agba not the bench on it
because Enzo what has Enzo
by almost this near one
ay Kimmich ne Goreska mo nyina aboja no
dabi na Enzo no kwa tu Kimmich na but so Enzo no kwa tu Kimmich na ontimi mpo ya na sa ontimi
na sa Enzo ko ba se o mbebo Kimmich ne Enzo
ọ̀rọ̀ mọ́bọ̀ kí n ṣe Enzo is upcoming after no over but this is an established midfielder na mi sọ to Adébákò sọ ni mi yẹn ni say yambo long drive from Echire panye oba so sisi a free kick oba bo so sisi a
say Bruno Juma ho ba so
that be say you be aba count
you get the Eric say back over to Abejo
you be a o so ebe boa so and he is a fine midfielder I think say United Asania ebe timi aboa na mzoto enura
Sabesa
I don't want to become from enura no pa Tama na ye kona wo issues about Jorginho Eba. Later one now I just
issues.
Sophie. Yes I see
and then no make issues. Yeah, be couple of them once more how. Legend be twin mu no aye no konse. Be sa play and be share red and white pe.
Na God they make can say. Midfield saying. And a year or two ago. Omudi third or Ballon d'Or. You don't get second place. And just 4 years ago, 2021 yeah, 1.5 years.
No, sir.
Na Ballon d'Or. So season boy you know. I tell you any midfielder in the EPL abo boss.
No, send your attention.
This is a player who is coming to Arsenal for 12 million. Na me mo eduma ba so say. Sabesa ikura omobi ikura iwe eni je o Sabesa say ontimi jo
the issue any one and
Sabesa ontimi jogi o
omunya
that's true
omunya the same profile
jogi is better than Sabesa
that's true
omunya the same profile na eba omunya be bo mutimu
one enya bi mo jogi onya bi mo
this season enye o send there kan waso
na o to bi e bo say
so the same profile o yaba na msoto enra tama anopa so me ka chere say Jorginho as a player there, he's a very fine player. But unfortunately this season, he's playing a team on air struggle. Na tama when you confirm man of the Monday statistics we ba say this is important even though you say season important say Jorginho enya ade no. The stars impressed better than say Abanza Thomas Partey in terms of midfield role na on airborne. Season important say Jorginho akofo mo mpo.
That dey correct.
I don't know for them to. How don't know correct? Season when I say the stars and Yampona, I say the ball no akofo mpo no.
Throughout the season.
Yeah, this season we from match day 1 to as we played now. Almost starts per 90 minutes.
Nanya na isi asu jogi onye bi mo yi.
Oh, so obo.
As isi ezo onye bi mo nyina on Sabesa nyina mo bi. Na don go ba statistics we ba.
I saw obo matches. So no abo.
It's when the 4 games we are born dey compare.
I 4 games abo match 7-4. So match bubi. Eti omo starts per 90 minutes. Eni na that's no. So even though this is important I say nyama shada nko yemfa manu mpo no. But still now no in terms of forward passing percentage yes. Ball recoveries. Ball recoveries. Also same party. Interception. I was same party. Total attackers. I was same party. The only year party this year I was saying no. Passes completed. And a pass I was saying no. It's way no. Mobono. Say you pure ball no anim no. Ebe edim mo because he's a better.
Who go for almost say Jorginho no pass sideways. Community be that now those who have watched him carefully. I'm saying the problem they say. So forward passing on or passes sideways or they call. And now boy James Chum got on to Mikel Obi seen oh yeah, almost say pro so. Won't be that. Yeah. And I'm wondering
but these numbers have I defeated our argument no.
We want I don't know what said them
data.
So in a season that he's not playing well,
yes. and I think it's a very good sign. And Tim says I basically I would try obey man of
na
yeah, 7 Zaki to be queen play. Morning.
Yes.
Say we aboko there. See, 85 years now no.
Aye go so yeah sorry. So because you don't come only there Friday.
If you da.
Me am bompire na there.
5 years. And that's on Cheba.
Oh yes.
And nan Cheba.
They say we are so master. Can you know? A chance na bro na ba.
Yeah. They say we say kata woni ti ya.
Say we January.
You do November.
Say February.
Say so me nyina de one na say you we. Say January na nko an ye. January na 263 days.
Yeah, the mawa eche. Basa wo no wi a na hu ne say bantam no.
Say
Safi no afi
nkwala no me pen ntem di na asache ba so obenya na stretch
because afi
we are ne wo say Nyankopon the time no wa miem what na ko ntem o
wa fast forward
wa fast forward yen ntem they say o bo wani papa na de asan papa na de achi
ampo o da kra nchen
na de achi
we are being planning it's like we say there are a lot of activities, you are always busy.
Yeah,
and so you don't see the time running. And I tell you, we free here office. The next thing we meeting.
I think that's
6 p.m. But it's here.
First local school back with diagram.
Nyame usi two time no. Na first me too. You see about 12. And so na more 3 no.
No.
Unya aduane kwa benyo. Wo dey say more 3. As I say the gap between 12 and 3. Obo wani anaba.
Na ba.
Obo wani anaba. Uhu ya na de asa.
I think that activity no does.
No, so yeah, ada be sorry awufi. Wuti fia wan ko be bia. Ubenya that stretch of day now.
Na wo fie ko abodi ba ko si ya na ba ko.
Nti bo say emu
Sunday metifie. Sunday metifie na so me twi me mu kaka. So tu. Be 9 o'clock. Sem so me da kakra. And you say my dabe 2 hours be at least come here fine. So ya feel about 12. Hey.
Ebreno ko.
They say the anyoma yehu na aka ba bia no person me ko tolling spray 35 cedis. Faultless 35 cedis.
And the jaka. And you come
meza. Meza atras strategy bi.
You come.
O see etimi de ade bi gu so ansa na ese win wine kakra bi. 35 cedis. And no 1 week any 1 week go.
There be mesi bibi they say you know matiti so first they say no musi do they talk about what
na yi na eveze there fish there as fish and tilapia no
ah tilapia no there they say me call yi kakra me could be kakra
oh okay
eh hana so won hana wa mokum hana kokko wa mokum ototo tilapia ezo kwa tilapia ba ko 70 this is tilapia and me could be kakra but still a man fugu so nti yeso be he dey betimi aye. So and that was a good day for Premier League clubs based on the amount of money almost spent there on the transfer market, especially Chelsea as a football club. Building the next Chelsea. How are you expect to say Todd Boyle building the next Chelsea after Abramovich hesitate the scenes at Chelsea no. Sika they were spending be fine. Spend this car come. Now anytime be a man who is spending how Chelsea no mekono ade aba me team ni say me sure say money the next 5 6 7 transfer windows on 2 players and on person be mistake e be a player be na or you wet e be a 70 million euro one here o twen say be a 2 years be meka no ho obekọ na be 150 ntie ne ya na o twa 70 na ma no afa no no the value at the account. Nti why a good business. Na Enra was a day may sure say Chelsea for more bread, but they still find a way to finish the Enzo Fernandez deal. On say Makawa has said in Fernandez, Chelsea are to a complete midfielder. And what he has shown in the last
it's a bit sad.
Jackie to do the jano. Where player Kobo World Cup. And your best young player at the World Cup. Player now can ask him. The best season in his career at Leipzig. came to a top club in Bayern Munich or the bench. How many games now about the last 2-3 seasons of Bayern Munich?
Enzo no Pacho no Bayern Munich started. Enzo no.
Enzo Fernandez is that Bayern Munich.
We took Kimmich. That was a man okay.
Today we start.
This is a player who I guess of Argentina. The first season at
to know. Germany.
On board Goretzka position, on board Kimmich position. Let's compare it with Kimmich. He's a defensive midfielder. Kimmich no, you can compare.
This guy also plays as a number 8.
How can he wait about Kimmich? On to me.
And he is on call from Kimmich and Ready.
That's all in ball. On the one
Goretzka no on to me. Ebe na go do Goretzka.
Sabisan.
Mo dem won ka Enzo asem na ye but on do that level no.
You too.
So afi no be playing. Ebe
Sabisan.
Sometimes I na botre na here. Unse. Anytime I me hu Enzo Fernandez biano. One person oba me team here Godfrey Moncada. I headed the Milan scouting department. Or submitting a report to the technical director of Milan, Paolo Maldini. Na Abranti offense Enzo Fernandez edinwum. Reason why Milan push for deal ni bim. And he say Enzo as a player, it was special love at the River Plate. The team now obono. At the time summer transfer window ni be you know. Now in South America no more ball Sudamericana. And I say before I send obe move in the summer na by Europe no. Just obo Sudamericana ni we with River Plate. Ombe in December. And the club obetimi atwen amana bo Sudamericana na we with River Plate no. Or you ready so be move to Europe. But say omonwe pa no beba Europe there. It cannot be possible. Ena Milan fortune mo. Na Benfica kwenom so ombeti ase. Obon the first 2 games in the Sudamericana. And very salesful. You mufrim. Enti me afane no December. Omu you mufrim o se afide o ready so beba because competition na nkopeso obo no. When me am competition na nko do time competition be wi. Then ababa ye Benfica for player. Obia wahwe Enzo the time from River Plate. Few months I was spending our Benfica. Too. I've watched a lot of great Argentine midfielders. From Nesta Sensini, who later turned into a centre back, Maher Fernando Redondo, Diego Simeone, and they will coach Atletico Madrid. May count these players because of position or mobile, not the other way, because these were typical holding midfielders. This guy, Abrante Enzo Fernandez, comes with different qualities. He comes with different qualities.
Casemiro.
Will be more to the game than Casemiro.
Hey. And it is.
Maybe because Casemiro boy in Europe, I established him for a long period. Why consistent in the European game. But what they offer on the pitch now, where will be more to the game than Casemiro. You to sort the match and I say. It's in America say offer Chelsea midfielders ni nyina na. Or a hybrid to Chelsea midfielders make I say come reverse of front. Come reverse of front.
Only a saying Casemiro.
That
do you know what's on come back or don't come back? On come back.
That we are.
Jibo should tell us just one thing that Enzo has more than
to the team. Member opportunity to also watch him. Now for your first annual manager to the Nyabutre. Why go be? What is that you do?
Other can't
Miloto. Make I say a Camry bus for no. Now that time you should go off 3. You Batu. So Batu.
But you as a
for Hannah who said, "One a fedachi." I'm a packet coming over. Now coming to Sabiana, the whole system no so. But I sometime I actually a 20 actual hybrid.
Check the guy.
You know that times na could fear champion, if you know, fish on a coasted.
Yeah.
Until one day, Bina, a point man, I'm a corner because he was my boss. I'm saying, I go feel and I'm with the hybrid. So, yeah, they need different from. I'm saying, I can't shape in I post hybrid. Because Brunin was says over.
No man.
Aha. It's Sir Chelsea Mayfield some one. O man to be 120 million euros. And just on one yard you. But player no matter says Canadian cotton or a hybrid of Omo. because the obia Chelsea me for the bia and oyebi.
But to spend 607 million on a player there.
Yeah.
Maybe the technical study group might have seen something on Govi. And yeah, easy. Uncle Fred, they don't spend money just like that. Oh yeah. What do you want to say? Zach, Mr.
Mekaisa Argentina ba a World Cup no. Now almost 30 games no. Na Lionel Scaloni it depend on Leandro Paredes as the holding midfielder. Tomobo first game against Saudi Arabia. And there is one Argentine journalist who is very close to the Argentine national team. Say Oko Twitter says or say all Argentina. And when Fabrizio Romano announced say Benfica agree to Enzo Fernandez deal. Obonedi whom say if there is one person who was feeding him information, that guy. We were talking heated argument on Twitter. So true. Their second game, then Enzo came in. That was when the Argentine national team changed. After team ninya shape, the balance that they were asking for, or the side any brewomo, because Ebia Leandro Paredes every need the Copa America the amount. But time now Ebobo World Cup no. Bo anu abebo no Benfica, and this season in the Champions League, Ebo group stage new year. He's the best midfielder, best performing midfielder in the Champions League. And see, now I don't know the reason why Scaloni still rely on Omodom Kobo Copa America and Obayan Obia who changes. After Messi scored that goal against Mexico, first goal, no, and the second goal, and the Cemented Argentina, Omu believe to move from the group stage to the knockout stage. Miloto, born again in fact video in Tosuka Krebi na Omon Muti and Omon Shadia Kakrebi. One aspect of his game, I'm the two, a man is special. The long passing ability, Miloto. Tibon and Kwachi Kaka, Nayenshe Enzo Fernandez. Oyemefo there's no more scan any be. Time aboard ne meto no Miloto. No ahwen nchemu ahwenechi. Ehu baabi ode ball ne beto. Etinya fe na ball ne beka na nan na wadwene ho baabi ode ball ne beko. Mama mo hwe TV CC no menim se ball na ya mama mo hwe Facebook ni so hwe bia. We Enzo Fernandez ni team na boy friend Benfica. On say jersey number 13. It's born Sanko started. Now the first one. That was a game against Sporting Lisbon in Portugal. Loto shall be a pass ni free. Enzo na beje ball no. Sheno. One touch ball no twice, just once. No locate player. O locate your player, João Mario no. O move ball no from a defensive shape into an attacking shape. Pass now my and Nkwano. Mizoto. It took around 4 players out from the Sporting Lisbon team no. It's when it comes to location of players by using long balls, he's one of the best. When it comes to location of the long balls, allocate your players without touching the ball twice. Ball no yana can the back up. Now I swear to locate a player when the team decides to attack. Enzo is one of the finest Aubenya in the game. It's why we share Champions League game among PSG. Why we share Champions League game against Juventus. Asema make an enya mama. Na offer Chelsea team na da hona. Mizoto. Chelsea ato Mikayo Modric. Chelsea ato Madueke. Chelsea ato João Felix. Chelsea ewo Mason Mount. Next season e bia nkuku beba. When you assemble these forward lines, here ingredients be and some as our players will make me a function. Because the strength of Mikayo Modric as a player and off-ball movement. On yes, our players now or train so better ball and some walk or dribble. Or they can't to Mikaja who defending the time I born and Rano call. Matisse amount for the blade to Hazard. He's a different player from Eden Hazard. Hazard, you'll be trying my ball number 2 and son will be shown. By Modric there, Obetum Rika, time I born and Rana who defend and work actually. It will share Liverpool, any Chelsea Libya, and be no dear James Monano. Now, when the Bobo born, the Ama Modric. Nasa MD Kana wood to Neswabam Faso. It will for Chelsea me for the Snevo, Enzo Fernandez and Kanwa. Kovacic own team in yet. N'Golo Kante own team in yet. the Chelsea force I have two players winning. Then we need that type of midfielder. And almost scanning across Europe. Then Enzo Fernandez comes in. The other side, so for Maduakia, Mizutu. Also, I need the no. He locates space to operate. So when you space, I want him to operate. Eti ebeye then when you space, they will need such a midfielder. Now, dear Bakwa were yet to perfection. As a Mizutu, no man in the English Premier League. Ebema Chelsea team no are dangerous to play with. Or acting like a third centre back. Mostly or shifted to the left side. Chelsea are one of the best attacking left backs in the Premier League in Benchiwo. At the right, they have regimes. And we are very pacey. It is some bit say Enzo Fernandez. When Chelsea decide, some more body up on team in Enzo Fernandez, he will just drop between the two defenders, pick the ball from the goalkeeper. Locating Chelsea two fullbacks won't be a problem for him. Because a idea way now why am I fed you yam and abroso. It's easy. Edema Enzo Fernandez say based on the qualities na ka dia baako. No what Benfica no. Mizo Obo in a double pivot. Roger Smith side no. Into Obo with Luis Florentino, the Portuguese international. It's Florentino no so adwuma bi a oyema no. Na ne ball na so aba. Eno na mayor to Chelsea for us to say they have to extend the contract of N'Golo Kante. Omo extended the contract of N'Golo Kante. N'Golo Kante then becomes his Luis Florentino. Sergio Kovacic intimi nye. Udime Simon Bejina intimi nye. Aside N'Golo Kante, player were yet quite closer to Sergio Luis Florentino Yemano at Benfica no. Branti Fences Zakaria, the Swiss international. Eti ene mizoto Siyapo Yampo. Chelsea ato a midfielder mizoto a master in passing, good holder of the ball, ability to locate players, ability to scan the pitch. Who baby and the players in it born in mechanism. Zoto no ni baby or the ball neto. Eti ene Chelsea ato the most informed midfielder in Europe. The most informed midfielder in Europe at a price of £160 million.
Show me an upfront of 40.
Yes, 106.
When you have 40.
The highest transfer fee our club will be as spending on the player in the English Premier League. Branch of Enzo Fernandez.
Only player in the league.
In the league.
All the players.
Yamana Kwaba, Yamaya Dume Fiada. Chelsea and Fulham elbow in the English Premier League.
Where Capella.
We are Chelsea fan. We are football fan. So game never cost Fiadano will be a perfect avenue for you to watch Branti Enzo Fernandez. Maybe I will share in the World Cup no. But because of Benfica, we have opportunity to watch him in the Super League in Portugal.
Alright.
In today, Mizoto, you ever heard Enzo Fernandez? The road to greatness.
I think Chelsea did a good business with Benfica for Enzo. 40 million up front, the rest in I think 4, 5, 6 years installments. River Plate getting 25%. Good for River Plate.
River Plate 41 million.
A bit lady too. A chair discussion about Ghana players na years or probably we need to find a ship. To say, look at the businesses on your Argentina near the River Plate getting just imagine about 30-40 million. If a Ghanaian club gets 40 million, then now person we hear team everything infrastructure from A to Z 20 million. And I'm saying we should rather look at a quiet binya than to be a bokono. What was I say?
In your size, and Casa discussion because in KG you could have used that money to recruit equally good players. I mean, quality players. Best I bet you $150,000.
Yes, starting requiring fast one.
And Emua.
Oh, Emua, but on say we are here. River Plate near the no. And Macau. But what I say, and Macau. Me sure say Benfica was not the first team to contact them. But to me, Gina is saying here, they had the 10 or the 12 million.
Yeah.
Enti ebima ye omo say sa no mbe ye omo adwuma no. Me because that is what we have to do now. Player and economy shouldn't be a problem. But okwa me enya sen.
Yes,
we dey aye adwuma.
It's a broad discussion. Now see, young welcome Enzo Fernandez. I think say no bibi chire e wo Europe. Legend Premier League for ne catch said the gap between Omo and other leagues, you know.
Kelon Nevers, you know. And also come man do. Kelon Nevers to Nottingham Forest. And then we also man bantam now. Obedam.
I was on 3-0.
Omedama.
3-0.
But me go. Omedam.
Premier League class for no Omache say Omusika, and you understand why are not Spain any Italy for no a push for Super League, you know. Legend Premiership class, you know. Omusika. Because Chelsea cried
didn't call
Kamadin, I could break it transfer record.
24 million.
25. I could break it transfer record. Oh, Southampton.
I can't bubble Premier League.
Say born again, me a Kamadin kakra. Kamadin, and normally be na Southampton for no agent so we decided say they will go in for Kamadin. Everton started. And I think say boy made a decision to play for Southampton. I don't know whether it's because of how Everton for Nebo and Asa Salisu Mohammed. It could be any of them. Because Everton are struggling this season. And as Salisu, so I established a home Southampton. And in terms of adaptation on the ball Black Stars, to say me qua and I make us almost share normal BBB. I've always said this year, say Premier League in the legend, you know the league. So what mean to me car? What mean press here? If you are not fast and quicker, Premier League you struggle. Omotombo say analyze a branch na she data upon data sa who say kama no ne asset pa and how quick how faster with me the ball itumika and yes omo the ball tumika na ball na dwane jom no ball at feet very skillful but at the same time omo quick movement ne take on so eye enti your ball work up ni wie no. People were doubting and arguing, but the point is that legend, the few minutes no be boy and on best strike average minutes no boy no matter the speed per minute no be boy no. TV work up no, we see player no 2 minutes power work up no. Branch friends come out. Yeah, and see Southampton for no better say no man analyze it. Idea one shut down from money team and they say on share goals do come out and share a lot of goals. But what decided the back one. He could be a very, very good winger. Bonnie doing him papa. Very athletic, very energetic, anyway, very skillful. And to Mako Fana, but a transfer record, no say Sadio Mane. Mane now turn 23 million I think say euros. And then about Southampton. And I Kamadin Diana ako 25 million euros. Says he Kamadin in the Premier League. Blaster material. Thomas Partey Elho, Blaster material. Jordan Elho, Blaster material. Ti legend say ekosa ademanya Tarek Lamptey wo Salisu Mohammed eti these are players who ram into the Premier League so ombetimi agina sa level na expect o mane dia legend to go a long way to help Ghana Blasters enti yan we she Kamadin all the very best. Enzo Fernandez asem no legend akrande born winning ball and I say some catch say the amount of money the top players no me I am meja ho asem kan because if you are not careful you end up to say player bien who deserve that amount of money. So what should you only conclude and say undeserve 106 million pounds a British transfer record for Enzo Fernandez. But at the moment the amount for Shannon say born now all bono any prospect done in him. It's young question the why you but it's about the performance is given us today, then what he can give going forward. He's only 22 years of age. And it's what Chelsea for contract is about 8 years old. 8.5 years. And to Omafane said the next 10 years, no. The core of Omo Method, no, I have on that screen, no. That's the understanding. The next 10 years in Chelsea's method department, player yeba building a method na afano ho I branch your friend say Enzo Fernandez. Name of legend. Young Kosasim we say. This is the Premier League. I say legend opese udi hene ewo ekuro bi so so kwa akochia ahemfo na mpanifo na akere kwan fa so udi hene. Legend Premier League in our banner, we have established midfielders. We roll now all bonus so far. There's already a heated argument between Casemiro and Thomas Partey, who is better in that particular role this particular season in the Premier League. So we have Partey, we have Casemiro, we have Rodri. These are established midfielders. Declan Rice. 5 midfielders in the Premier League or Mubo Premier League, you know. And now, on one Kasani Chelsea Football Club na Obabe Bono. Chelsea are one of the few teams are legend or mama is superstars when it comes to midfield department. Superstars. Legend Chelsea are Frank Lampard. Chelsea are Michel Ballack. Chelsea are Deco. Chelsea are Mikey Essien. Chelsea are N'Golo Kante. Chelsea are Jorginho. Chelsea are Kovacic. Offer some midfielders here make almost at some point in time. To me, the best in the game. And to say Enzo Fernandez about with this amount of money, point in NSA legend or big task ahead of him. Ajumane so power legend wa Chelsea me for no. I'm only hoping say N'Golo Kante ebe recover no aba boa branch we amana settle. At the moment Chelsea me for no Enzo is a very good midfielder. But so be Chelsea midfield problems ni nyina ade ama Enzo Fernandez at this stage. In the Premier League, I picking over the second round of the season. Heat, intensity, Bibia Cosro, so Enzo Fernandez on Kwa or Medford Ho, Nasa Kovacic moye on and offer. Enzo Fernandez, one share, legend winning British press and media. No, I go about £106 million. Money 2-3 games. Money 2-3 games. Enzo Fernandez. Nasa far. You know the pressure, Baba. I'm only hoping say N'Golo Kante. Ebe fine in the form ne ho beto no no be pressure na free boy we so motimi take pressure na free na so dia obenya abotre no aye den wa settle unya settle dia he's a very good midfielder. Okay, and legend yeah we say Enzo Fernandez all the very best in the Premier League. Nah, you see sabesa no asam no ne kanyina na ne say emergency nyina ne kanyina na ne say oni bo ne bo bet ade bi won ho eno no so timi ye ho adwuma. And this is Premier League no bebre pa. Ni etinye. Sabe sansa na kan ball na ne sekita ball na we ball na pass. We locate very well. And what tackle so. But legend where some midfielders na say o press na or the ball che. Pa joti ni pa legend. Where some midfielders na say o press na sabe sa no. So where some midfielders na say o press na very higher. Na or the ball will lose ball no. Onye sa midfielders na to say Partey, to say Rodri, to say Casemiro. O press o mo kra Christian Eriksen, especially Eriksen. Legend Eriksen say ukita ball no, o tie ne den, you keep on with the ball, you hold on to the ball. But Sabisa we say o press na quickly, no o pe ball na jemu. In the process we say no or making mistake near the ball near the bounce. Sabisa issue no, mistake no. Okay. But then Premier League, you know, so the Premier League is about pressing. Okay. And the position now with Ginano, opponent be a Manchester United no Bobo they will press and pressing very high. Okay. So Jebon will be distributor. And the coach a friend say everything hard. Plan or the Nabana is a good midfielder. Bonnie de Oya de in my opinion. But sir, high pressing na the ban so no the ball na channel. Okay. And only idea was our branch that's
I find me remove final and half me lemna fee.
Okay, Ebeka Sabisa semna. Okay. Yama
na ma me Sabisa be 1 minute be only go or to say me. Oh. Yeah, the yard here.
Ebeka holic number 10.
Oh, okay.
Offensive so well in a 3-man method. Some of the mechano. The star is similar to Bruno Fernandes.
Oh, okay.
Different from Eriksen. Eriksen gave them merit a lot of movement. Eriksen do any movement in a person. Yeah.
But we should move up.
We what to say? We typical example of Bruno Fernandes. And a lot of defensive abilities. So what the mechano say? In him no. Manchester United is buying a good player. The only thing I mammy quiet worry can say the number of minutes he has spent on the bench at Bayern Munich. Sometimes choices of players and I am here too. The last season at Leipzig, any boy, you know, I was not expecting him to move to Bayern Munich. because there were other clubs in Europe so kokoye no on the be campaign based on born and no born Leipzig no obi a wo hwe no in the last European Championship with Austria. Italy against Austria. So OHSA game new year single-handedly automatically Italy midfield and there is one thing about him how he locate his attackers. And Manchester to a good player, but because of Mans Kakana Watranchen, he will need some game time to pick up. But say pick up na me who said the Obono last season Obono Leipzig na mixing Eriksen and bringing in Sabitzer. Mr. I think say it's a good signing for Manchester United. Yeah.
Good signing. Okay, Bafo. Yabano, good signing for Manchester. Liverpool and signing be.
Almost
a Cody Gakpo.
Oh,
yeah, Cody.
Liverpool nya obobo.
Oh, what more was say?
Maka chose Liverpool, o say Liverpool team no. Yenye na. Cody Gakpo say. Liverpool
one of the young strikers.
Now the one signings and there. Eriksen Praka Kreb ya kofa Sabitzer.
Darwin Nunes.
No, Sabitzer is free. I don't know much go be free. And until make
Sabitzer order okwa. Yes, 4 players no mo pa Manchester. Omtiza Eriksen plano. 4 players na go for the Tata omo. Carrasco. People were offering them blame. You're foul, no aji. As on we are funny baba Sabitzer but Sabitzer wa never season ya okay. Jogging the and the one akopeno. Season ya okay legend until Liverpool de Fabinho ne Henderson man as a bebo season ya okay. Ti enya omobo. Liverpool omunya give on betemu.
Enya omobo, ba for enya omobo.
Omobo.
Some Henderson ne Fabinho ye.
Omobo. Brand on my brain,
na safe no be bremo.
Overcome
Legend.
Games in 2 last season was too much as a rating. 4 competitions in Liverpool acquire into the last 2 of them it be our money City Chelsea ball either semi-finals or finals. And when you are playing
so the games were many
City Koya could do last stage. Then you are going to play against Real Madrid in the Champions League final. The guys they put in too much.
Mate, I say then it means that any this season on Barrow cover. This season also the year ban. Energy. Season where Obi Obey Liverpool piano. I concede say the best Liverpool probably can do is to push. So Sometymer
about Champions League.
Say no na say you need to get is wrong.
Say 4 months na Liverpool ni Chelsea. So you no mo pay. Europa no mo pay.
So Europa no. Manchester United will Europa if I'm right.
They won't go Champions League.
Manchester United. Oh, Europa.
Man Barca. It is about form.
So for Europa also we go be away say we just someone.
Barca. Okay. Barca out to me say.
Okay, Arsenal Manchester go we na. Me go for Manchester picture picture be too. Page this no. Okay, there Manchester in the no. It be na execute so. Tawa. Esco Asia almost say RF4 no 2-day meeting. Tawa there no mo ka ho asem. Number 1, Blasters coach. Number 2, poor match attendance.
I think say I think say Esco no meeting. And on we discuss signing, but as part of the meeting, they will meet the RFs. And so they are not going to meet RFs to discuss these things. But what?
And the RFs initial, they are not going. Because RFs no, only a part of their school. Some of them, 2 of them, okay.
They are 10. 2 penny.
And they represent you almost.
2 hours.
Into almost meet you almost separately. No, they are not going to come on view. Some of their school meeting and that's the same.
No. Mentia say. ESCO is meeting for 2 days to deliberate on issues now boss way. Now, omo be from no matter as part of a meeting no is the RFs. I'm not sure they are going to discuss Blasters with the RFs. But what I say, RF phones were almost areas of discussion. For instance, you can discuss match attendance with RFEs because they are in the regions. But let's say Omni RFE could see all the issues we have mentioned. Me sure say one issue that will come. Yes, I review for Adiano. I won't say politics, so they have started.
Yeah.
But any man be bro any RFE.
I agree with you. Say I think the politics has just taken off.
Oh, yeah.
Tama, the past 3 days, I have been monitoring the GFA matters. Our platform, no, I heard ye. Tama, me say, oh, they are very strong. I feel we are. The mention quite chisa. I feel we are near better.
Okay.
Sending a proposal we are bano.
Oh, okay.
Tia can was in Tama. 3 days ago.
Before we move in, meaning the text. But there back one lawyer for doing common catchons emra. Ayana and time take retrospection and a retrospective effect. And it can usually never say no. It will not start with this FA president.
Yes.
And to me sure say a bay after the election, no wa win no. Wuna sa term no more can yewodia. Like them go out say.
He will help in.
So almost to abana they were winning election.
For example, if Kate goes and win, or come in win, say you enjoy more because I feel another 3 years I can 1 year, I'm 4. So what I say?
You go for 1 term, but eligibility. On the first and 2 terms, you are finished.
You are done. Yes.
But each term now, because you need to have won an election.
Yes.
But Yamaze Kanana Kufado, Wako 4, Wasako 4. By this suggestion, he qualifies to contest for another one.
Another
2024
terms.
It's not like my name Komokaka. Yene Mr. Fred Papu. Papsi. Sani friend, former vice president of the association. Former Black Stars Management Committee chairman, former and also, and a member of that committee here. Nim DNT, penny for you almost almost quadrant and seminar. Near Ninkomo. Pase, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Does he remember? Okay, thank you. Pase, good morning. Sammy. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. How are you?
Okay, I'm fine. But you're we need you, mama. But say you're not forcing that. I mix your language as usual. Na, when say chino, or for so kakana de brofono son in a munafi, yeah. I am said that the first thing we want to find out from you as a senior member of this association, former ESCO, former vice, and all that. Meaning, say what about the review of our status? First of all, statutes. Why would any association like the GFA want to review its statutes at this time?
Okay, thank you very much. Now, in the first place, okay, I mean, sure we know what for your production team and audience. Yeah.
Thank you.
The first place, I wanted to correct something, but I saw somebody corrected you.
Yes.
Me member of the review panel.
Yes.
I think
Yes.
My brothers, Randy Oluboy and Fred Acheampong, I think not the police. So that's fine. Now coming back to your question, of course, when you say statutes and regulations, as the name stands, a set of or laws are regulating any association or any community. By its very nature, because life and society is not static. Times change. We have different dimensions or different issues or challenges coming up every now and then. If definitely move, there is nothing like a fixed lifetime unchangeable document. There is there to just be maybe the Holy Bible and then I don't know about the Quran, but I'm sure the Holy Bible, which it doesn't get changed. But in terms of constitutions and laws and regulations, with time and with changing times, associations or individuals or groups also have to vary and make sure of rules and regulations that guide the whether they are still relevant or they will help them to achieve whatever objective they want to achieve. So in terms of changes and review, it's a normal part of human life. Yeah.
I wanted to go. I wanted to ask about time, no, but I'll just skip that one and then move straight to this one. There's this suggestion, say, an FA president should have the opportunity to go on 3 terms. Now, you have been the vice and all that. You think that our FA president at this time will need a 3rd term?
You see, I'm having a number of arguments ever since this discussion started. Now, my first word of caution is for us not to personalize the recommendation into a particular person. I hope so you know what I'm saying. That I know there's a proverb or so, that woe unto him for which reason a law is made. I don't know how to put it in key or whatever it is, but
as I can force it, ye building semra enye, and ye building so tumregua enye.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. See, I want us to be guided by this when we are discussing this subject.
I'm saying, is it how? A burden I have discussed without reference to especially the sitting FA president who is supposed to have.
We cannot do that. We cannot do that because the sitting FA president may not be there forever. And if you look at him and then you formulate a law, tomorrow is not there. And then to say, boy, one for blocking right side of go post, now for far left. We do have to move there again. If you are making a law or whatever you are discussing it in the law, we should be as open as possible. So today it may be the secretary sitting there. Tomorrow it may be you sometime sitting there. So if the law was made because of hate and you get there, does that mean we have to come back if we are seeing something different in you and change it? No.
Okay.
We must respect the law to reflect the office so that as much as possible, whoever comes into the office will be able to work within the law.
Okay, so is it, then let's move on, perhaps. I get that one. To the merits.
Thank you.
And if the demerits, if they are, so it'll be all right.
Okay. Now, fine. Coming back to the merits, I find it a bit funny and laughable because there again, I don't think the recommendation, I haven't seen it into whatever I say, please, I would like your listeners to understand that I have not seen it. I would expect that the committee will provide justifications for their recommendation. So I'll make sure I didn't quote that recommendation. Then the recommendation after now, it remains a recommendation, which will first go to the executive council for discussion, executive committee for discussion, and then after that place, if the executive committee still decides or this is worth the consideration of Congress or the Congress, for Congress to also discuss and decide whether they like it or not. As it is now, it remains only a proposal. That's one. But let's put ourselves in the position and say maybe we are at the Congress stage to see whether it's worth it. Now, one thing I want us to be clear about is that I don't think the recommendation is for Mr. Okeku's presidency or the president's tenure presently to be increased to 12 years. I don't think so. I don't get that understanding. What my understanding from where I sit is what they are saying is as per present regulations or statutes, any president sitting there can only have 2 years or two tenures. So a couple 4 years, not a son. Then you will go for another 4 years.
Yes, that'll be 8 years.
The situation now. 8 years. And then now the recommendation is not to limit it to 8 years, but to go to 12 years.
Yeah.
Now, the reason why I'm saying, me, I don't see much of a problem with that recommendation. Forget about the fact that it's not that to go to Congress or the rest. At every point in time, at every 4 years, 3 years ago or 4 years ago, the delegates had the opportunity to elect a president. Or the lady has now, the term of that president should be coming to an end sometime this year, depending upon the calendar. Yeah. Sometime this year. There will be an opportunity again to elect another president. It could be the same person or any other person. But the power and the authority to elect whoever sits there again, it resides with the delegates. Well, and then after that, okay, pending the party or otherwise of this recommendation, there will be another chance. You see, every 4 years, people have the chance to go and vote to accept a president or to go and vote for a new president, whether it's the incumbent one or a new one. I don't really see the problem. Unless what the delegates are saying is they don't even trust themselves.
But I'm saying we are aware of issues like because usually we have an executive president at the FA. So yes. Issues of incumbency, advantages, our war, and all that. Because that's why the framers of our 1992 constitution said that look, the same as the president or Ghanaians would have had the chance to vote on 3 different occasions. But after 8, leave and let somebody come. So I think that you Jaima delegates now.
Fine.
That could be
Fine. I get your point. After 8, leave and somebody comes. What if after 8 we are all satisfied that the person is doing a very good work?
It's assumed that he's not the only person who can do a very good work.
And so if he's not the only person and what we want is a good work and not the personality in the office, what should be our fear? We only become fearful. We only become worried when we do not trust ourselves and the way we vote. And that is the problem. So our behavior when it comes to elections is not coming back to haunt us. Because we cannot trust ourselves to keep voting for the right people or the rest. So we want to hide behind statutes. For statutes to limit the person. Because even as the statutes stand, if we have somebody there who is not even doing well, we have enough positions in our statute. I don't know what is going to be the new, whatever it is, to even truncate the 4-year period of a president. And I'm a boy. It is so, there are many ways that we could do that. But the bottom line is that we ourselves do not even trust our ability to vote and vote properly.
But we will always trust our abilities, but unsaid. That's why there are 10 years. There are specific times where Nkofobit may be president. I think that all over the world. And yes, sir, based on your argument, we could have said, for instance, as far as you are strong and the people want you, keep contesting. But because they are aware of a lot of things therein, and to the way we 8 years are, let somebody else come because Nyan Sansebi ni baku for team.
I get your point very well. My point is that the same argument you could have said 4 years. You could have said 110. If you were to go solely by that argument, because the argument has got 2 sides. Now, there are a lot of other justifications for a recommendation like this. I'm not saying I support the recommendation, but what I'm saying is there's a fundamental problem which we as a nation are refusing to grapple with. That we do not even feel confident in our ability to use the power of our vote to do the right thing. And it is for the fear of that we want to be hiding behind certain provisions. We know that after 8 years or after 2 terms, we are given the chance, we will still have voted for the president again for 1 or 2 other reasons. Okay. But then the reality, when we are looking at the benefits or the advantages that the association will get we can tell a particular person of find the places that we need to make changes.
Okay.
But we not trust ourselves to repair those changes when we get the opportunity to go to Congress and vote or to go for elections and vote. And that is what we have to start addressing now.
So, you are saying, say, Congress should be very responsible when it comes to these things. And, you know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the number of times somebody is allowed to contest. If you think he's not doing the right thing, vote him out. If you think he's good, let him have those things.
Exactly, that's all.
Oh,
that is what I'm living. Because we are looking for a leader to lead our association. So if you think the person is good, fine. Vote the person to continue.
Okay.
If you think the person is not good, you have the power again to go and vote. That is why your vote is always supposed to be your 50.
Wow.
You don't vote for everybody to see.
Okay. That's it. We are so grateful for your insight into these things. Thank you very much.
Thank you
Okay.
very much.
Mr. Fred Papu. Very Papa Bavo, yeah, na, say, yeah,
oh, Martina,
he thinks that you should be sophisticated enough
to choose the right person.
But he forgot other aspects of it. Incumbency advantage. Anything all over the world. Framers of constitution say, Ukubia, Kibismaka say Ghana, Mamuno, Nana Kufuado, Tisu, Ubetimako as much as he wants to go. So on Yadia, be voting out. But we know what happens in elections,
yes,
especially in our part of the world. So Udiokum, you know, yeah, that's it. Let somebody come, but that's Papa's face position.
Now, as committee, you know, with the church media, for me, a long overdue. And here, they know better how maybe a time near the revisit. I know who we are. My fault. Unima de Corinthia, because Pap say, na ko kanche say, ye pe leader, ti say any leader no ya there, and the any life president.
There was 4 years behind got trouble.
Say oh say who be say that question no. Then the point in say ye nyo obi na say ya there, ahwe ya na yakoyi na fi hono mo. Enu ti na say ye man additional 4 years no. Etika 2 years 8 years of.
But why should this even be subject at this time?
Is it first question? Is it first question? And someone go for a rebuke and say, now why quite this idea in the then who bet me those aquatene committee for no so. But committee for no time I say who can release now if they announce so so much as it looks, it appears to me say and money the only way come go here.
Okay, well, in the one more recommendation.
Me whole recommendation, no.
But this is the main one.
The FA now has a communication of the Bible and announcing to the whole world say, a committee na we omajumano. And only the main a year much more for you bianca. So it appears to me say, I don't tell you mom kokoye. Well, so sit time but say if you continue. Yeah, it be an opportunity.
Zach, young boy. So time kakaka.
Maybe yet one also work for more constitution review committees or more review the constitution no. But where their interest is the mandate of the president. On more interest no pa. Now the committee essay on vision can another 4 years and can 3 terms. 4 years but back 3 times.
So 12 years.
12 years nanka offer so.
Now granted.
Now mzoto uti omo argument na omo say if Samuel to buy wasesa Cameroon so mra na omo so mo de tell ni bia ka Cameroon say Gianni Infantino buy or the one another time beka the FIFA president so also enjoy enti yan so ase ni ene sa enye boni bia ndoto ye kroma say no yes so be tina akonya so yema na 3 terms say 12 years egenya money
on say
but the mindset
example mo manyina ya how Africa example mo manyina Cameroon you and then Infantino the bia become Infantino that's a federation I mean FIFA na we ya but
so who is a idea no adwia etechiri no because only why me for instance me worry kakra yet Kumasi and a collapse. And who the need say, yes, status, there's a problem with it. And Mukabo say, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, there's a problem. So let's review it and change it. Some portions, you know, when this administration said there be a idea almost the moment I say, up to now, this current FA ESCO want heaven and earth, someone just must say, such that until someone, unless they are not there. I won't just say that. But you see, when almost sister said there be, I hear no need yet there. And I was said, yes, you be ever come on enjoying it there. They find a way to get say young extension and for more. I saw my pap say again. Say let's go. You kwa odo kwa na kokoto abapa. Obi enim how football. You look room say
election in any football. Election all over the world. It is as a result of that. Tina Okobia. Yes, yeah. We know how people can manipulate elections. Election all over the world. Blockchain election.
Over manipulating is why papa. Infantino buy no. We raise FIFA revenue to a certain level. Out to say FIFA muma ye do. Our music as a moko kama. Samuel to full score Cameroon. And no said the mobile on the sequel. And now a salary cap about beto, which edit changes beba. It is a to because a mo be 10 years to change Cameroonian football based on what he has done. At least Oti Eche now because I did ready. Oh, they will say
that's the
no set standard no people am to aswe.
No.
Yes, structure
no. Pap say can.
No the super structure so people am to aswe. Just
When you look at our football, to say baby age. Mejitum say 2 terms will not be good for anybody to serve and change Ghana football.
8 years.
Yes.
Now football change.
And 100 years
to say Ghana presidency. Me to say baby a Ghana do me against 2 terms no be about the
good point. But the point is that any partner necessarily Yanti Kroman is Obama say Obama Bekase. Let us set our systems. I was sorry for Akunyans no be better na so. The system necessary. System necessary and only take time no. 8 years we do ban. So say what is Ghana e obi see you ha say. Ebi enim say ade na be bo Ghana pa. For buy I want to assume because you're honest at it. Because no, what I'm trying to say is it is my period we are not you can only pan do betimi awie. But me dey say e dey na wo dey ba be kan kire say yema 3 times no. Is it or say no na say on cause or say obe contest election. Obe contest bi mo to na
mo ko review no. Dey no mo gina so mo dey say e no na me yes.
Ede na every president bia yentia this onya 12 years and what ya to aso
say they don't make dey wo kan ye because say unya time na be say and they say need argument how
why 4 years why 4 years 4 years ya why ye hu bibia
if love you but to them obi on why bibi
na they say me view na make
that is why we anytime can say say na contest of view
they are coming me view
how should no who say
they also have every right to express my view
anytime say so who be say they no who here and I'm saying that for them obi on so
that is my view
so say this contest of views in that doesn't come in and they know 200 years now that to me
Bafo, o so ya no poso be ma ba chop money. O di ama no. Obi so ma na ba chop money. Obe no adwane wo fia ma na di. Obi adwane no. Eti me imagine say me hu bibi a waya. What is wrong with it?
And a history of an FA president in power. Onya time etna so chair. O chair pa. Because he yantachi.
By system because I'm based. 2006 to 2018.
Mama part time or vice president
2006 to 2018.
From 2018 how many years?
Yes, it's about 14 years.
Yes. You understand? Your history.
I don't know why then.
There's something to say. And yet now better so I change the bit my bad papa bi okomasi.
No why nya there.
There no here okomasi. There no here. And onu andam ni yenya how many $1 million from FIFA Go project are still copam prama you nko na go no
then go
okwa wa you mistake mbana snake Account.
Now, if it's all coin, we'll be able to have.
So, let me just say, and your child channel.
On the Zogo, I'm promising you.
And your child channel.
Oh, good.
It's about if you win a 1 day, what we are able to do with the 1 day.
You see, young way, you may move the discussion to the OBI and the OBI. But I want us to look at the principle, the rationale behind it. Bentina, all over the world, most of democratic constitutions, I see you have 2 terms. Would I just check it? Because it is believed, say, power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely. The more you become so familiar, you see, Nana Musaba say, we exercise an executive presidency at the Football Association. Look, only my appointments FA president here. He appoints about 30% of those who are going to Congress, on the more appointment. So before the word go, committee be or DFA be the appointments are made by the FA president. And go and check the number of committees, different one. Black Star Management Committee, Division 1 League Board, all these people, they are delegates.
Yes.
And right from the word go, the president, just like Ghana, appointments are president of this country, you know. DCs, MMDCs, regional ministers, CEOs of all these people are voters. And to woman some undue advantage. That is why framers of our constitution say, no matter how good you are, it is believed you would have set up structures, institutions, no be so metro. Now 8 years on Jimmy Van Belde, we are 4 years.
20 years.
Sometimes you interview. Interview or Harry. I am a interview now. I'm a certain idea, perspective about how BBB's be a co. Mr. Papuieno. I'm who the current state of Ghana football and those who are going to do this review. Bibia Trese Edrian Sadwe Beba. See Mr. Papoye pa. Listen to him carefully. He's speaking the minds of Omo review panel. No?
Kanina would have come from Congress.
Yes.
But he's coming from a 12-member ESCO.
Yeah.
They are the caucus,
which
is chaired by the FA president. Who will be the first beneficiary?
It is last week Saturday interviewing no Drew Safoye no. We are interviewing na so transnet to Drew Safoye and some ye pa. And who the state of mind of sa ESCO members na Asante Kotoko person no mo battle for sa revenue. Gate or the say TV writing no Udro Safo no ono ne nsem no e ma wote ase yi Fred Papo ma ya te ase partner na be kwa kwatana ase be review sa ade no de on person mo ye be de on person mo ko legend. This is it this year and I'm kind of said in less than 12 months your national teams in your field 3 times. What is a FA penimu be say Yempe committee be to investigate, find out scientifically why our national teams are failing at
agenda item meeting.
Number 2, yet Kroma say, in terms of attendance, it was a match day. A Guanesa legend anyhow attendance is extremely poor. The lowest points are in terms of our football Ghana Premier League at this period. What is happening? Mubiaka say, Mami Freni Paba Kumuni se be no more tenase, no more finding out why this thing is happening to Ghana football. The welfare of our players in Ghana Premier League. And here Ghana need penny Mubia or Ghana Football Association. Nobody's thinking about them. After all these things, the next thing a person could review and they say, let's review and add 1 term to the whoever president, me I will say the sitting president, because definitely it will start with Ketokreku. So it may extend by an additional of 1 term. And Mr. Ketokreku the bench was hard first. And let me say this, just like you hinted earlier on, anybody in office, any president in office with executive powers, legends are yamamonitio, yeah, running executive, so the president is so powerful. The same thing Ket Okreku as the FA president or Ghana Football Association. Ujai Ket, so uncle for third term or the opportunity to go for third term, he has a way to influence the system to the extent so obeko for third term no. He has a way. And then Jibo earlier on our hint says will be a bibia and should we say second Ketokraku started say we bibi kakra. Now after that third time no yes bibi kakra no ayen was the catch say enfan ko fourth term. Let the ko fourth. No asan so bibi kakra was enfan ko fifth term. Near ko fifth term.
Udini paso. Na nyoma na wo ye no eye papa.
Near quarter system.
Nyoma na wo ye no eye papa. Na wo ba so ye ma wo brain santo so ni para na beka.
In fact, I'm since I go pombo we say leadership ebia na 8 years and 2 terms
democracy
everybody na buy
democracy there
and we na buy it what is wrong so be so person
we all reasonable doubt
who ye adwuma ye nipa na wodi omoso it is adwuma na wo ye no wo ye ni ye adipa hu unye ni
am for next training to us
yes exactly masama make nyina no
enti say unye ni ye what happens
am ga say Jibo there are a lot of advantages ye kwa akansie na me woten it is embesem na say oh mo de mo me enko bi nka ho a metima fa kwan bi so asisi number bi ametiniti
masem na make at you on say efe no ye wa manfo mkoto aba
yeah
so tell me chana say wasi woni pom mkoto aba no say efe akonya na ababa ye public officer here people will also judge you so what tell me chana say
but delegates will vote
but amanfo so interest wom you so tell me chana
but they don't decide
what I'm trying to say is say FIFA our yeah the mother body of football you practice democracy
yeah
meboa but adwuma na Infantino ye no otena ase no say executive who say ye man into anase ye extending na you know because of adwuma na ye no de ko ye no yes
okay
eto yes but me must remember
yes
Oraka to the wine
ye can delegate
election me to say me maka kire na me kan na won
ye can delegate election
enra me kan na wo won
DF abato asemtina mamu mayenko
enra me kan na wo say ase mididi nipa ni bi atem me your biggest challenge when it comes to your football and say club owners need show little concern when it comes to decision taking
but do you know their interest
no
Mama, you're a club owner, for instance. You are short. Players the national team. They'll say. A drawer on you be more. A conference on recouping investment and some of these things. So a club owner you trust to see things. He's not seeing. Because of the advantage or no being empty. What's the more man can break?
So what you deal with a lot of club owners. Instead of acting like club owners no say bima baba than a council of elders
hear me cry
bima baba than a council of elders asemsia then quickly
I'm going to two phone
tell me the mention it's what I'm trying to say ni say
now we are both players go world cup
ewiase na ye wono one thing that be am establishing say the most important thing and the first loyalty to every single human being is to yourself.
Oh yeah.
True. So what the mention is to yourself.
And the money you know.
And tina make us say to you. Tina make us say. But it shouldn't be in a negative way. No. Mr. No.
Tell me the negative.
Let me have under 20 players full.
Let me tell me
the negative. We have had leaders in this country. No too. Your friend 3 players. But because the Bobu Hawaii the channel. Meba. Let me even use Urakwesi Nantachi. He had a team. You when the players a co national team. Mekai one guy Bright. Or
defender no.
Brighter there. And the other guy no was South Africa. Jima. At a point, Mekai say one-on-one be with Coach Kwesi I was there. He said it. Yes, will be say. I will go into the puter. Said the Ghana for see work one actually drop on.
Take more my.
No, anything I make at you say, what team mistake? What team mistake earlier? I say, FNA were delegates of Mokotwaba. But the masses need to interest.
You will hear. Many points in the say. Say, you jai FA president, Bia say, or the opportunity to influence the system for us to increase the term of office.
me who dey here also obo Oyerepa so pa na nsen na me nim one awo kasare no mo abaso okay na nsen odo ya jure po Oyerepa
time of office legend time of office Keto Kraku I two terms 8 years me in my opinion 8 years in football administration enough.
If you want, you can do something.
Way enough.
You will do
so
it.
When you're 8 years, develop Ghana football. If you watch 8 good years, what say so 8 years in Vienna, so no marketing, kitty bini or any year. Near also the 4 years. Then tia me at this point and say. And to was also years 4 years in Vienna 12. Near also was also the review. Ni creative monarch so on fa. Ni creative monarch in football. No, see
Dr. Andiabi. And Chebia 2 years ago no set committee say yeah. How the football contribute to our GDP. They form the committee on the head day. 2 years now no show. No one come out buying more clubs no show. More clubs no. But today the same Andiabi. You never chair a committee say omo review constitution. I want to review committee. I whole report about it. Then the football the whole report about where you the guy will say
I'm say free.
The eba say and say Accra as of folk secure almost secure a women's team.
Oh fine.
Yeah, almost secure.
As a my team.
Numobi ladies.
No order no makoto.
No makoto.
Numobi.
Aha. Ladies.
Azenze.
Numo ye Bema. Nti Bema ba.
Bema ba se.
Ana se penyini ba.
Abona se wonkan no.
Penyini ba this season.
There are issues with the organ this Bema ba ma te that
penyini ba. Edini be remain the same. Numobi no. But next season
Numo e penyini ba.
FC.
But don't be say me raise issue say Harry mama man nchen kran bi mko so be correct no mobile.
O say ni nyina penyini ba. O say ni nyina can the process for the Super League.
Yeah.
I say yet here assemble here can
Super League. I'm sure the next season be back so.
No, August yeah.
There be next season.
Next season say this year August.
Odro Safo say was it big way boy 2021-22.
Mizo too. The Super League starts in August.
Or CACAF.
How Super League?
Oh, okay.
Starts in August.
Okay.
And what's
and you autonomous league.
Okay. Send a car for champagne for one.
No, I'm about Ghana.
Yeah.
I'm about for inspection.
Okay.
But again, Fabra, time.